Good morning, everyone. You're in the office with Joseph Skoda. I can see behind me, my office or my background looks like a bunch of slot machines because they are. And you can see I'm wearing one of my favorite shirts, like that. Well, next to the cards, you got your hearts, your diamonds, your spades. Well, anyways, the overs, I can mix up diamonds. It's all good. But it's one of my favorite shirts. And I just recently spent the night at a casino in Lemoore, California. Now, I've been to a lot of casinos. Obviously, I'm in Vegas a lot. They have a lot going on there. And I used to really enjoy the atmosphere. You see, for a long time, for many, many years, I would play cards. Slot machines wasn't my thing. I would play cards. So I get a deck of cards out, shuffle them. It's always good, it's a real deck of cards. I'm not here to do any card tricks. But for a long time, every day, I'd be shuffling them, trying to figure out strategy. What am I going to do to win the next game? Because when I play, I have a bunch of friends. So between 6 to 10 of us, I would play on a weekly basis. And it would be Texas Hold'em. And I really liked that because you got to think a little bit. And if you made a bad mistake, trust me, the guys and girls we played with would let you know that's you weren't thinking very straight. Now, when it comes to gambling at the casino, I think more people prefer the slot machines like the ones behind me. I'm not really sure why. It's so mindless. See, even a penny slot's going to cost you, I don't know, 60 cents to $5 a hand. But in their mind, wow, it's only a penny, it's cheap. Well, it's not only a penny, it's cheap. You'd probably do better off just playing the dollar machine because the rewards would be a little bit greater. But every now and then, someone will hit a jackpot, even like bingo. And the hardest part about bingo is if you go back to the dollars and try to keep up with 20 or 30 cards. That's tough. I have trouble with 10 cards. Now, my girl, she loves to play slots. She loves to play bingo. But before I met her, I was doing a lot of Texas Hold'em and even blackjack. Now, blackjack's fun. It's 21. Give you two cards, do it. 2 cards. You can't see. Well, anyways, we can only see one card of every one, or sometimes not. It depends how you play it. But we're all just trying to beat the dealer. And so it takes a little bit of strategy. And it's okay. I might have 20 in my hand, and he might have a face card show, and he may also have 20. But it often depends on the ones next to you if they have a strategy, if they're familiar with the game, if they know the basic concepts and rules to ensure a win. Now, don't get me wrong, there's no guarantee of a win anywhere in life. Anywhere in life. But for a long time, I enjoyed the strategy, looking at the other players, looking at the dealer, trying to get a feel for what the next card's going to be. And in most cases, we don't know what the next card's going to be, but we know the basic rules, when to hit, when not to hit, when to get extra cards, when not to get extra cards, how to even block your way out of a bad situation where everything falls into your place. Yeah, falls into your realm. Slot machines isn't that way. Put the money in. Once you pull down the handle, there's very few machines that have handles anymore. It's always a button put down. How do you control? You don't have any control. The bingo, when the bingo ball comes up, it's on the big screen. That's the number. You can't go back and change it. So in my mind, that's mindless and great. But sometimes in life, that's how we do things. We're looking for some entertainment or something to do without much effort. Oh yeah, it would be called vacation, wouldn't it? And I love the vacation. But every now and then we have to realize that life isn't that way. We can't just sit back and watch the world pass us by. We have to get in the game and come up with a strategy. You know what I mean? You don't have to necessarily go to the casino. You don't have to play cards. You have to play poker, Texas Hold'em, and I've done okay on the roulette wheel also quite a bit in the past, and that's a lot of fun. Now, one time I played craps. I think it was in Mississippi, where you roll the dice down, and everyone's betting on everybody's everything, and I don't even know the rules of the game. I walked away about $2 or $3 richer. Now, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a strategy, but I had a coach. I had someone next to me said, do this, do that. No, don't go there. And she made money. I made money. And if we want to get ahead in life, even in games of chance, we need to have a coach. We need to have someone mentoring us. We need someone to get us in the head when we're being stupid, obnoxious, and not sticking to the game plan. We should wake up every day with a game plan. I'm semi-retired. Okay, great. But if I want to earn a little extra money for the day or the week or the month, I have to have a game plan. Because my retirement's okay. But where I live, okay, it just is not good enough. So I have a game plan. I have a coach. I have a mentor. I have a checklist of what I need to do to get to the next level. If nothing else, at least keep what I have already. Maybe we can't advance so quickly financially anyway, so we want to be. But would it be almost as good just to keep what you have? Sure. But you and I both know we often have to invest in ourselves, invest in the game for sure, invest in a potential better future. And that takes a little bit of gambling, takes a little bit of money, but more importantly, takes a little brain power and time. All we have is our time, talent, treasures, right? That's all we have. That's all we give someone. Time, if we got extra time to invest in ourselves, fantastic, invest in someone else, right? We got our talents, which you may be an accountant, you may be a dealer, you may be doing a lot of other creative things, or our treasure. How much money are we willing to invest? Not just in ourselves, but other people. Now, money to invest, listen really carefully. It's not credit. How much money do you have that you can afford to lose? Now, understand, sometimes you might have to borrow $20 or $100 to get through the day. Well, you get through the month, hopefully, that's all it takes. But it's okay to borrow, but there are no sure bets. There really are no guarantees in life. And once you're willing to accept that, there's no guarantees, you're a little more frugal or a little more cautious with where you put your investments into. Literally say, don't put all your eggs in one basket, right? You don't put all your eggs in one basket, but unfortunately, a lot of people go through life with like a good luck charm. Right, here's a little owl. And you'll see this on slot machines, you'll see something like this in bingo halls, you'll see all kinds of things in bingo halls. Or they think, well, this good luck charm, it always helps me win, or it's always with me, or want to wear your favorite shirt or your favorite hat. And I love those things. But you may think mentally it's going to get you what you need, but let's be realistic. There's no good luck charm in life. It's studying what you want to do or get involved in and investing cautiously, conservatively, if you must. Now, sometimes when you're younger, you can afford to invest a little bit stronger and heavily because you're working stage, and hopefully every year you get a little bit of a raise, and you can afford to take more chances than us elders or seniors can take. Life should not be a chance, should not be a game of chance. We need to plan if you're going to want to live a long, happy relationship with someone. You and me and all of us better put a good plan in place and put things into motion. And if you're going to ask someone to marry you or spend the rest of their life with you, you best have a game plan to ensure your financial security, emotional security, spiritual security with the other person. It doesn't mean necessarily marrying someone has more money. That's nice, but that should not be your number one reason. We all fall down and fail, even at cards. Like I said, I love cards, and I don't win all the time. I have 1,000s and I lost quite a bit too. Now, what's interesting about this card deck? Look at that. I don't know if you can read that or not. Death on drugs. Ooh. It's warrior pride, not the other pride, the real pride, warrior pride. And what's interesting about this deck is it would show you what you could look like if you're under the influence of something. For instance, if you're on, I know I don't have a really good picture. If you're on cocaine, what you look like. If you're on marijuana, what you could look like. If you're doing heroin, what it could look like. It's death, and it's meant to scare the shit out of you, and it does. But let me tell you a little bit what this pride in this book means. I gotta put the glasses on because I can't always see as well as I used to. But warrior pride. The P has to do with the personal courage. Personal courage. The R, respect. Respect. I for integrity. Isn't I always integrity? Sure it is. D is what is our duty? And E, excellence. Excellence in all we do. That's what pride should mean. Not that crappy rainbow shit they're trying to throw down your throats. So, no, I'm not sorry. I'm tired of seeing that crap out there. But anyways, like I said, be prepared for the future. Now, strategy has to do with studying the game. Strategy has to do with asking the right questions and having someone mentor and coach and maybe just watching people over and over again. And probably like integrity in there. How do people act if they lose? How do people act if they had a bad hand? How do people after come back? Things aren't quite going their way yet. Think about that. Because when things are going great, we get excited. We often spend more money than we actually have, and we're always having a good time. But when things go sour for us, then what are we doing? What are we looking at? How are we going to make an exciting life and get back in the game? They say you fall off the horse, or you get back on the horse. You fall down, you put your boots back on, tie them up tight, do whatever you need to do to move on. Have a game plan for your life. If you want to have to get a deck of these cards, I've been selling them for a while. Then reach out to me. Anyway, subscribe to our channel and look up in the office with Joseph Skoda, G.I. Joe Skoda. I didn't even talk too much about my time in the military, but that helped mold who I am today. And a lot of those values we talked about, integrity and respect, personal goals, those are different things I had to work on my whole life, at least my adult life. We've all failed. We've all invested in something that didn't work out. We've all dated someone and it wasn't quite what we expected. Okay, get back out there and don't see this. Humble yourself. Don't be so crazy and quick to jump into something just because you're comfortable being with someone or doing something. Take your time. Rediscover yourself. Rediscover your siblings again. Rediscover your neighbors. Yeah, it's really that important. It's the relationships between us, not us and the slot machine or the bingo caller and all that other good stuff. Now, I'm going to put this other picture here, which I think is pretty exciting too. Let's see. There we go. How's that look? When we're gambling, that is the stability of our households. When we're investing, that we can go up high on our houses, or it could tumble and fall. When we make bad mistakes, do we have a backup plan? Maybe two houses, two card decks to ensure we have somewhere to sleep at night. We just don't know, and we're not necessarily born with a silver spoon in our mouths. Most of us have to work a little bit for it. So get out there and work a little bit for it. Make your life count. Make your relationships mean something. And don't be afraid to gamble. You want to do the mindless gambling, or you want to use a little bit of mindset, a little bit of brain power. Because even entertainment, even vacationing, even relaxation could take a little strategy. It doesn't just have to go on by you while you're an observer. You and I can get in the game. So get in the game of life. Take a chance. Be afraid to gamble a little bit. Wear a lucky shirt and understand it's more about more about fashion than it really is luck. With that being said, don't be afraid of what's around you. We all have to deal with the world around us. What are you doing to make it work for you? That being said, don't forget social media shows. And right now, you're in the office with Joseph Skoda. I look forward to hearing some of the chances you've taken throughout the years, what you've gambled on and won, and what you gambled on didn't quite go the way you wanted. Let me know. Reach out. Let's have a great life together. With that being said, go out there, take some chances. Bye now. Do. If you liked our show, please subscribe to our YouTube channel or find us on any social media platform, Instagram, of course, Facebook. Like, subscribe, share. We appreciate it. Let us know your thoughts and join our team. Anyways, we appreciate you staying tuned week after week, day after day, because we continuously build up our network to bring to you what you're asking for. Have a great day.